It's mid-April in South Alabama. My vegetables are coming up, and I'm trying to, I wanted to find a organic fertilizer to use instead of the commercial fertilizer. And about 3.5, excuse me, about 3.5 weeks ago, I got this recipe off the internet that I tried, and I had pretty good results, great results with it. And I'll show you those results in a few minutes. I'm using cottonseed meal. I guess you could use different types of meal, but cottonseed meal is pretty available down in this area. I'm using lime. This is dolomite lime. I'm using gypsum and bone meal. I don't have any ordinary agricultural lime, so I'm going to just double up the dolomite. So what I do is I mix in a 5-gallon bucket. I mix 4 parts of the cottonseed meal and 1 part of the dolomite. Now on the gypsum, I use just a small bag. I use a 1/4 of a part of gypsum. And then the bone meal, I use a 1/2 a part of bone meal. No, take that back. I use 1 part bone meal. I could not find any kelp. If I could have found some kelp or alfalfa, I'd have put that in here too. I'd have used a 1/2 part of that, but I didn't have it, so I went ahead and used it. And like I said, I had good results. Like I said, the cottonseed meal is really cheap. As I bought 50 pounds for about $18. I think this was around $10 on the lime. I don't know, $8 or $9 for the gypsum. The bone meal was a little pricey. It was, I think you have about a 4-pound bag here for, is it a 4-pound bag? How about a 20-pound bag? I have a 20-pound bag of bone meal, and it was around $18. Okay, now I'm gonna mix up the ingredients best I can. Pull this up a little bit. Get my hand. It's kind of powdery. Probably should have mixed it up in smaller batches. Now that I think about it, now I'm down to this stage here. Okay, the tomatoes on the left had 10-10-10. The ones on the right I applied organic, and they were smaller. I applied them probably maybe 10 days after I applied the organic, 10 days after I applied the 10-10-10, and you can see that the organic are really catching up with the ones on the left. And they're also greener. They have more, they look healthier than the ones that I put commercial fertilizer on that are, they're larger, but they're not as green. The 2 eggplants on the left, I applied organic fertilizer. The one on the right had commercial 10-10-10. You can see there's a significant difference in the size and the color. These are mulberry bushes or trees. The one on the left, I applied organic fertilizer. The one on the right, I didn't apply anything, and you can see that the one on the left has a darker green, and it's bigger.